Hello, so in today's video I'm going to be reviewing 5 Minds, and this is by Guy Morpuss. And yes, this is the book I'm going to be talking about today. It was another book that I got in the Abominable Book Club this month, and really good. If you guys seen my previous video, I just posted on the other book in this box, which was The Her. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed this as well. We got really good books this month, really interesting ones. So basically it says 1 body, 5 minds, 1 killer. So this book is set in a dystopian kind of futuristic world where, in order to control the population, when you hit the age of 17 you have certain choices to make in your life. Now you can go on living just as you are as a human. You can become a worker, you can become an android, where you move your mind into an android body and you'll never have illness but you only have so many years to live. Or you can become what they call in this book a schizo, which is somebody who, you have a host body, and within that host body you have 5 different minds, and they only get to live 4 hours each day. So, but they have the longest lifespan in general. So you can live like 100 or so years, but you can only live for 4 hours each day. So obviously in this book we are following a schizo, and who has 5 different people living in one body. So you're following 5 different characters, and they all have very distinct different personalities. When they put, you don't get to choose who you go into, what's it called, a commune. They call it a commune. You don't get to choose who you go in with. It's just when you make that choice at 17, you're like, yes, I want to tick this choice. Then you go into a room and you meet the other people you're going to be paired with. You don't get to choose. But you do get to choose what body you go into. You can either go into one of the host bodies, or you can pick another body. It's up to them. And you can also switch bodies in this book. Like, several different categories can switch bodies in this book. It sounds a bit confusing to follow, but it isn't. The way this book is laid out, it's very kind of lays everything out for you, so it's easy to understand. But yeah, so basically you're following this storyline from 5 different perspectives, and as you can tell from the book cover, so it's not really a spoiler, one body, 5 minds, 1 killer. Basically one of the people in the commune is doing something to the others, and nobody knows who it is. Not even you as the reader knows who it is, which I really enjoyed that. It wasn't like you knew who the killer was and the other people had to figure it out. The other 4 had to figure out who the killer was. You didn't know either until the very end. So that was really good. I really enjoyed this storyline. It was really interesting. They end up at a death park where you can basically, you play games in order to trade time. So you're trading time for more life, basically. So you have one person, and they are playing a game with each other, and whoever loses, you get their life, or however much life they have left. So basically that's where they end up, in one of these death parks where they're playing games for life, and you get to, you know, obviously read about the different games and the different interactions. You get to know the different people's personalities through the games they play. And yeah, so basically throughout the whole book you're trying to figure out which one could be the killer and why they're doing it. You don't really know why until the end either. I will say I kind of caught on who it was going to be, like the last few chapters. I was like, oh, I think it could be this person, or maybe like a couple people working together. You don't really know. But I did end up being right on who I thought it was, but it did end up being more twisted than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, it was a really interesting concept, a really interesting story. I did see on Goodreads it was a little bit hit or miss. Some people really loved it and some people didn't really like the characters, some of the characters. some people I said it kind of thought it read too YA, which I actually don't agree with, because I'm not a huge fan of YA books. I prefer adult, and I really liked this. I thought it was a really interesting concept to read about, and all the different personalities were really interesting. You definitely like some more than others. Not personalities, but people, because they're separate people. But yeah, really interesting book. I would say I'd probably give this like a 4 out of 5. My other book was a 5 out of 5, so yeah, this was a 4, because I definitely enjoyed that one more. But yeah, this one was just really interesting. Yeah, so you follow Alex, Kate, Mike, Syria and Ben, so they even mix in different genders with the commune. It's not all like all men or all women in an all-woman body. You could be, you know, a woman's mind ending up in a man's body and that kind of stuff, and you just have to learn to live with it. So yeah, really interesting. I do highly recommend. I would say this was like a sci-fi mystery thriller, but definitely worth checking out if you're interested. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below if you are interested in picking this book up, if you're going to, or if you've read it and thoughts about it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that book. I will say one thing, the last point of this video is, I was thinking, normally when I do my unboxings of Abominable Book Club, and then I read the books and I review them, and normally I do them separately, but I'm thinking about putting all of the books so I don't have to split up so many videos. Like if I finish them, I literally finished both of these within a day because I enjoyed both of them so much, and rather than splitting up the books I read from that box individually, I was thinking, would it be easy if I just put all the books together? Because I don't know if people are watching my videos after having watching the unboxing and they want to see me review the books, whether it would be easier for them to just do all the books in one video, or should I keep them the book reviews separate for people who haven't watched the unboxing and are just interested in hearing my thoughts on a certain book. Because I do also review books, obviously, that I haven't gotten in the book box. I've read some recently I need to review. But yeah, that was just a little quick question down below. Should I keep my reviews individually, book by book, or should I group a load of books together, or even genre, like all the horror books I recently read, or all the thrillers I recently read, like that kind of a thing? Yeah, just drop a comment if you have any thoughts on that down below. But yeah, overall, loved the book, definitely recommend it. Go read it if you're interested, and that's pretty much all I have to say in today's video. So as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye guys.